Welcome children. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, chapter 6, Safety for Us. Okay? Now you must have heard your parents, your relatives, your elders, your teachers telling you to always be safe, right? And to be careful and to be cautious. Now what is the reason? Yes. As elders, we want you to be safe and sound, and we want you to be to take care of yourselves, right? And we don't want you people to get hurt, right? We don't want our children to get hurt, right? So we have to follow certain rules in order to stay safe. Okay, children. Now let us see. Safety. What is the meaning of the word safety? It means saving ourselves from danger or risk. So, danger, children would be lurking every way. It can be even at your home, it can be at school, or it can be somewhere else that you are going to. But you have to be sensible enough in order to save yourselves from such situation by following certain norms and rules. Okay. So safety means saving ourselves from danger or risk. Okay. Now to stay safe, we should obey safety rules that keeps us safe. As I told you earlier, your parents, your teachers, your elders, all are concerned about you, about your safety. See, nowadays we are facing this pandemic, right? Due to COVID-19, we are at home, learning at home, right? Main reason, as you know, it is very unsafe to come out of your houses right now. Okay, so that is one measure that we are doing. We should be proud of ourselves because we are saving ourselves and saving our family also, right? That is something that we are facing right now, the situation. So you already understand what I'm trying to tell you, right? We have to stay safe and we have to follow certain rules and regulations. Okay. Now here, safety rules, as I told you, should be followed wherever we are. We should follow safety rules at home. Okay, like we feel that home is a place to relax. Of course, home is a place to relax, but we should also do certain things in order to keep ourselves and our family safe. Then, safety rules should be followed while we are on the road, while we are walking on the road, or while we are traveling. We have to follow safety rules, right, in order so that we don't fall in danger, right, so that we don't we don't take risk. It is not advisable to take risk. So while we are on the road, we should be very cautious and very careful. Then while we are traveling by any mode of transportation, like for you, you'll be traveling by school bus, or some of them will be traveling by train and things like that, but we have to follow again a lot of safety measures or rules that helps us or keeps us safe. Okay, now let us see what are the safety measures that we have to take while we are walking on the road or traveling on the road. Here, what is this? Hold the hand of elders while walking on the road. So children, when you are going outside, there will be somebody with you, either your mother, your father, your elder, brother or sister, whoever it is. But since you are a child, it is advised that you hold the hand of your elder, whoever is with you, right? Especially while you are crossing the road. Sometimes, as you know, in our city, the traffic is way too much, and it is kind of dangerous if you try to cross the road all by yourself. So it is always good that you have an elder with you and you hold the hand of your elder while walking on the road. Okay. Now second rule, what is it? The safety rule on the road. Always walk on the right side of the road. So that is one major rule that we need to follow. We as pedestrians means people who are walking on the road, should always keep to the right side of the road. Okay, so we are always supposed to walk on the right side of the road. Okay children. Next, what do we follow? What is the road? Cross the road at zebra crossing only. So while we are crossing, we have to cross the road on the zebra crossing line. Okay, now what is the zebra crossing line? Let us see. See, zebra crossing are white lines painted on the road for crossing safely. Right? While we are crossing on the road, the pedestrians or the people who are walking, they should be safe enough, right? So that no vehicles would rather dash them. Okay? So certain traffic rules have to be followed, and one major traffic rule is that we have to cross on the zebra crossing line. It is white lines painted on the road for crossing safely. Look here. On every nook and corner you can find on the roads white lines being painted, right? So those are known as zebra crossing lines. Okay. So while we are crossing, we have to make sure that we cross on the zebra crossing line. Okay. One of the major traffic rules that we have to follow while we are on the road. Next rule that we need to follow, next traffic rule. Always obey the traffic lights. Again, since you are living in the city, you can see these traffic lights in every junction, every nook and corner, right? Let us now understand what it indicates, okay? So we have 3 traffic lights, the red one, the yellow one and the green one, okay? And it will be more or less like this. So what does this red color or the red light indicates? Let us see. The red lights tells the drivers of various vehicles to stop, right? It indicates the travelers to halt. Okay. So red light indicates the drivers to stop. It tells the driver that they have to stop. Now what about the yellow light? What does the yellow light say? Yellow light indicates that it's a warning signal actually. Yellow light is a warning signal that immediately after the yellow light, the red lights will be on. Okay, so the yellow light is actually a warning that soon after the yellow light, red light will be on. Okay, now let us see what the green light indicates. The green light indicates the drivers to start driving. Okay, so the green light indicates the drivers to continue driving. So these are the three traffic lights that we have to follow. Traffic rules are basically, as you know, whatever we had learned, and these 3 lights we have to follow them while we are traveling on the road or while we are moving on the road. Okay. So once again, let us see the rules, the safety rules that we have to follow while we are traveling on the road. What should we do? We should hold the hand of elders while walking on the road in order to stay safe. Then you should always walk on the right side of the road. That is one of the major traffic rules. Okay. Then we have to cross the road at the zebra crossing only. Zebra crossing, as you know, they are white lines painted on the road for crossing safely. And we have to always obey the traffic lights. The traffic lights, various lights indicates various matters. Red indicates the drivers to stop. Yellow is actually a warning signal, and the green light is the light that indicates the drivers to start driving. Okay. Now, safety at school. As you know, we learn safety on the road. Now, while you are at school, there are certain rules that you need to follow in order to stay safe. Right? Let us see what that is. First one, do not jump on the bench or table. So, as you know, your teachers and whoever at school, they would advise you not to jump on the bench and the desk so that you don't get hurt. So that you don't get hurt, children. Right? So you are not allowed or you are not supposed to jump on the bench and or table at school or in your class. Okay. Now what is the second rule? Do not push each other while climbing the stairs. Right? Sometimes we get so excited while coming to school or while you're going back home what do? You tend to forget about the things around you or the people around you, but that is not a good thing, right? You have to make sure that you stay safe and you don't put anyone in danger. So it is always advisable that you don't push anyone while you are walking up and down climbing up and down the stairs. Okay, that is one rule that you have to bear in mind for your own safety and also for the safety of your classmates. What is the next one? Make a queue while boarding the school bus. Now some of you will be traveling by school bus, and you will be very much excited that you should get a good seat in the school bus. But what do? You forget about the rules that you need to follow. You should always make a queue while you are boarding the bus. While getting onto the bus, you have to follow a rule. You have to stand in a queue. Be patient, wait for your turn, and only then you need to board the bus. Okay, or overcrowding would result in children getting hurt. So we want to avoid all such situations. So what do? We make a queue while we are boarding the bus. Okay. Now what is the next one? Always avoid getting on or out of a moving bus. So it is very unwise that we don't get on to a moving bus and we don't get out of a moving bus, because it is very dangerous. As I told you, some of us will be very much excited to get out and on the bus. But then it is always advised that for your own safety, you avoid such things. Be patient and only board the bus when it stops, and when the bus stops you need to get down, not while the bus is moving. Okay, so let us see once again what are the measures that we need to take, safety measures while we are at school. Okay, so first one, do not jump on the bench or table, right? You already know that. Do not push each other while climbing the stairs, in order to stay safe and in order to keep others also safe. So make a queue, next one, make a queue while boarding the school bus. So we have to follow that rule while we are boarding the school bus in order to stay safe and not hurt anyone. Then next one, always avoid getting on or out of a moving bus. We should avoid getting on or out of a moving bus. Alright children, so I hope you understood these topics that we've learned, and you are advised to go through your worksheets and also do the activities. Okay children, we'll meet in the next class. Thank you.